Can she soap it? My goal with creating these soap shapers was to create something that I can be clumsy with because if my hands are unsteady or achy, it can be difficult to hold a level bar in place while scraping a layer of soap and keeping it all level. So previously I tried taping a pencil to a sheet of plastic that I had cut into a soap shaper, and it was difficult to move the tape around when you have soap all over it and when you're wearing gloves or if your hands are acting up that day. So this is what I was trying to work around with it. This is my first print of these soap shapers. I used PETG filament for these since that seems like a more durable material than PLA. And with this type of filament, you have to print at a much higher temperature. I wanted to keep these prints as short and sweet as possible. I felt like I could streamline this design a little so that I would require less time to print, saving just a little bit of wear and tear on my printer. The next design that I created was a little thinner around the holes where the level bar goes to keep the level during use. I printed it and I couldn't get the level bar to go through. I made a few tiny adjustments and I still couldn't make it work. So I realized that it just wasn't printing consistently. There was some stringing or towering happening on the inside and I couldn't fix it without tearing the shaper apart. This is one of them that I printed that I actually had to tear apart on the side there so that I could get the bar back out of it. So I removed the tops where the holes were so that I could test this design and go back to the drawing board because there were some huge issues. With this design, there are only 3 heights for layers. The bar doesn't stay in place well enough for my fumbling hands, and somebody already owns the rights to soap shapers created with rungs like these. It finally occurred to me that the leveling guide bar doesn't need to sit flush against the shaper. It can sit perpendicular to the shaper. I could keep the bar, since it could lay flush against the top of the mold for stability, and use a notch design so the bar would fit snugly into the shaper. This design would allow for one-handed soap shaping slash sculpting slash scraping, whatever you prefer to call it, provide way more levels to layers, and make for a quick and easy print since the shaper is a fairly flat design. Let's test it out. I am a member of the Mad Micas affiliate program, so if you are interested in purchasing some wonderful Mad Micas, I would love it if you would use the link in the video description to do so. This is my new design. You can see how the bar offers stability by fitting into the shaper while offering horizontal support laying flush against the top of the mold. I can even let go of it and everything just kind of stays in place. You can see here that I waited on mixing the titanium dioxide. The first time I used this brand, I experienced some really impressive acceleration, and I was not ready for this white layer yet. This time around, the titanium dioxide was a lot easier to work with. check out the video description and be sure to like and subscribe.